Hello and welcome to podcast number 8. Um, with today, a couple of things I want to talk about. The most important one, personally for me, is the MS Society walk that was Saturday. I know I've previously mentioned that that was coming up, but yeah, really want to talk about that. Also, the other thing I really want to talk about today is that I'm actually recording from somewhere slightly different. Normally, I'm sat at my dinner table. Today, I'm actually out in what is going to be my new recording studio. We've in our back garden we've got two brick sheds. One of them is still a shed. Um, the other side, we a couple of years ago now, we sort of created it into a bit of a utility room where we put the dryer. But we're going to change that now. Actually, what we're looking to do is move the dryer back indoors and make it a little bit more accessible, because middle of winter when it's pouring down, it's not easy actually to come out into the garden in the rain, get wet, to come and put the dryer on. And the other thing, being out here, the dryer does get a bit cold, so potentially it could be a problem for it. So we're looking to bring that back indoors and create a new space for it, which would be nice. And Lisa, bless her, she come up with this idea that I make that brick shed my recording studio, which naturally I've gratefully accepted, because it would be nice actually to have somewhere dedicated for me to come and sit and talk to you all. Because in all fairness, sitting at the dinner table is absolutely fantastic, but at times it's not fair to everyone else in the house, because I then need the space. So at some point in the relatively mid-term future, I'm going to come out and I'm going to soundproof the walls, and yeah, I'll use this as my recording space. Um, as I say, I'm sat out here now and the sun's kind of shining. There's a bit of cloud in the sky, bit of wind about, but no, it's okay out here, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I kind of feel like I've been locked in the naughty house. um, but yeah, I'd say that's where that is. In terms of my issues with the MS at the moment, I will say I'm struggling along with some pretty nasty pains. My left calf, I'm getting a lot of pain in my left calf. Feels like it's on fire, to be honest with you, even while I'm sat here. Again, today especially, I've been very, very weak on my legs. Walking around, knees are buckling all over the place, and to be honest with you, I'm wobbling just about everywhere. Which, yeah, it's not nice. It really isn't nice. And yeah, I'm struggling. I'll be totally honest. I'm not going to hide it. I'm actually really struggling with it, but I'm doing the best I can to carry on, because really that's all I can do is the best I can to carry on and just be me. I do try to be quite a fun person, and that's where I am with it. So the MS, yep, as I've said in the past, it can throw what it wants at me, but I'll catch it and I'll do the best I can to carry on. So, moving on to the MS Society walk. What a day. Genuinely, what a day. Myself, my brother Richard, my dad, we travelled down to London. What I will say before I go any further on that is a massive, massive thank you to both Richard and my dad for coming down with me It was massively appreciated. I couldn't manage to do a lot of actual walking that day. Must have spent 95% of the day, I would say, in the DeLorean, which is my wheelchair. And the pair of them, no quibbles, just everything they could do to keep me moving around and help. Massively appreciated. Thank you, both of you. Massive thank you. But yeah, so we got down, we got into Embankment Gardens. MS Society's staff down there were absolutely fantastic. They really were. What I will say is when we was getting things like the safety briefing, absolutely hilarious. It really was. It was funny as well as informative. Massively enjoyed it. I'll be honest with you. Did laugh quite a bit, even to the point they'd put signposts all around so that everyone on the different walks, you had a 20k, a 10k, a 5k, and a 1k. We did the 5. It was made very, very clear. If you misread the signpost and you went the wrong direction, they would absolutely come and help you. They would come and get you and take you back. Not a problem. Externally, they'd be really worried for you. Internally, they'd be laughing, as we all would. It was brilliant, honestly, very, very funny. And doing the warm-up, again, I'm not one for warming up. Don't do that. But listening to the warm-up, watching it being done, brilliant, really funny. Everything they could possibly do to keep people as entertained and safe as they could. Absolutely different class altogether. Real incredible bit of work. I'd made myself a promise for the walk that no matter what, I would be starting that walk on my feet. I did that. I made sure to start on my feet. Part of our route, we went down through the gates to the City of London. Again, I've taken lots of pictures. They're all on my social media accounts, which at the end I will again promote them so that you can go across if you want to see any of the pictures or the videos. So yeah, we went through those gates. Absolutely fantastic, brilliant. You know, right by the river, really nice walk. We carried on down, absolutely fantastic. And the one thing I will say, it was a very scenic walk. Really did enjoy that. One of the other things that I think was incredible, to be totally honest with you, St Paul's Cathedral. Now, as we was coming up to it, you could hear the bells ringing. Absolutely fantastic, it really was. And we actually managed to get right up close with the bells still ringing. And I actually did a video which is on my YouTube, which again, I'll give you the YouTube details at the end. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, absolutely fantastic. I managed to record it, and I've done my recording, I've done my video, and by the time I clicked to stop the video, the bells stopped within a few seconds after. So actually we got really very lucky that I managed to get that recording. Very, very pleased with it, I'll be honest. And it has come out fantastic. One of the other things that had to be done, I mean, it would have been against the law if I didn't. We came past a coffee house. I don't know if I'm supposed to give the name out, but I'm going to. Costa. And I do like a Costa. I quite fancied a chocolate frappe, and they actually put a double shot of coffee in it. Oh, it was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Really enjoyed it. Normally, there's only a little bit of coffee put in it when I have it where we live. and it's really nice, don't get me wrong, very, very nice, but that double shot in it was beautiful. I actually kind of fancy another one right now, I'll be honest with you. but yeah, I mean, we had that. While drinking that, we come up to the Millennium Bridge, which I've been across pretty much every bridge in London throughout my days. And I'd promised myself again, Millennium Bridge, I wanted to walk across it because I've never done that before. So we finished our drinks and I stood and I walked across the Millennium Bridge. And while we was coming across there, we actually bumped into some other walkers from another charity, which was Mind. Again, fantastic charity, really is. But the camaraderie between everyone was absolutely fantastic. I've got to say it. You know, they were clapping us and cheering us. And again, at the time, there's lots of other people dressed in the bright orange from the MS Society. And everyone was just so nice and supportive to each other. It was an absolute pleasure. I've got to be honest, it really was an absolute pleasure. So if anyone from the Mind charity is listening, absolutely brilliant, well done, really well done. So yeah, I mean, there was that. Walked across Millennium Bridge. As we were south of the river, we actually came along and we came to the Eye, the London Eye, which personally I've never been that close to actually previously. So it was nice to get right underneath it and see just how big it is. I took a few pictures of that, and again, that's on my social media accounts. Yeah, it was massive. It really was massive. As we come along there, we then come to Westminster Bridge, which was nice. I've come across there previously, not a problem. So yeah, we come up. I took quite a few pictures of Big Ben, and yeah, you know, there's some really good pictures taken. The Houses of Parliament, all of it. It's a really nice walk. Very nice walk. I'll be honest with you, I can't compliment it any higher. We were so lucky with the weather. I mean, it was beautiful. It really was nice weather for the day. This time of year, it could have been a bit wet. It wasn't. Sun was out and it was warm but not hot, so it was nice. We come again round the corner, back towards the start finish point, and again, I'd made myself that promise that no matter what, I was going to walk across the finish line, and I did. I actually went live on my Instagram to finish the walk on my feet. Now, as we're sort of coming up to the finish line, again, we're being cheered. Even members of the public that were walking past were sort of clapping and, you know, telling you well done. It was absolutely fantastic. I've got to be honest with you, it was really fantastic. And yeah, walking across that finish line and getting that medal put over my head and around my neck. Honestly, the level of pride was massive. And yeah, okay, we raised a reasonable amount of money, not a massive amount, but personally, so my team, we raised a reasonable amount of money. But actually, to me, every pound is going to help some level. So yeah, everyone that did donate to myself and my team, massive thank you. Really is appreciated. But yeah, I mean, that was it. We come to the end of the walk. Say, medal round my neck. Massive amount of pride. There's not really a great deal more I can say apart from to the MS Society, thank you for putting on an incredible event, and thank you for raising so much money to try and help everyone with this condition. It's appreciated by, I think, just about everyone. So thank you to the MS Society. Well, that will do for today. As I say, well, what I would like to do is give you my my details for my social medias. and it is the same for absolutely everything. I'll be honest with you, it's Mike's_MS_journey, and that is TikTok, it's Instagram, on YouTube. Jump across, so I'm on Twitter as well with the same handle. Jump across, come and say hello, and let me know how you're doing. Well, that will do for today. Thank you all very much for listening, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.